Welcome sa ating reaction and commentary video. Ngayon po sa ating reaction video, ipapakita ng mga satellite image at video ang tindi ng pinsala sa mga pasilidad ng militar ng US sa Middle East dulot ng pag-atake ng Iran. Yan po ang ating topic ngayon. Para po sa konteksto ng ating reaction video, panoorin po natin to. Now let's do this.
Satellite imagery showing the extent of the damage to U.S. military facilities across Gulf Arab countries is starting to emerge, part of Iran's furious response to an Israeli-American campaign that decimated its leadership. At least 9 U.S. military positions have been hit in less than 48 hours.
Grabe, less than 48 hours to ang dami ng tinamaan ng drone attack ng Iran.
These are relatively close targets. They're much nearer to Iran than its usual target, Israel. That proximity may give Iran's missiles and drones a better chance of hitting their targets. This is the port of Shuaibah, where just after 9 a.m. on Sunday morning, an Iranian strike set a makeshift U.S. operations center at the civilian port ablaze. 6 American service members were killed in the attack. You can see smoke rising from the fire. The blown-out 3-wide trailer blackened on the inside. There are few signs of fortification.
Grabe.
In another attack, a drone, this appears to be the Arash-2, crashes into U.S. positions in Camp Buehring.
Siyempre talagang hindi rin titigil basta-basta ang Iran kasi nawala yung kanilang supreme leader na si Khamenei. Kaya sabi nga nila, di ba, lintik lang ang walang ganti. Kaya ganyan ang gagawin talaga ng Iran.
A building severely damaged. American helicopters parked inside the base were nearly hit. In Bahrain, a Shahid attack drone flies into the base that hosts
As in lahat talaga no, lahat ng may military base dyan sa mga iba't ibang bansa na yan ay tinarget ng Iran.
In Bahrain, a Shahid attack drone flies into the base that hosts the U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet, one of the largest American naval formations in the world.
Grabe.
It looks alarmingly defenseless. The drone hits one satellite communication terminal, clearly seen here.
Ang masaklap lang sa ginagawa din talaga ng Iran, hindi lang nila iniisip yung mga inosente, no? Lalo po sa mga residential area, marami rin silang mga missile saka drone na doon nila pinatama.
But the scale of the damage is more obvious here, warehouses and other buildings damaged. And another satellite communication terminal destroyed in a separate attack. We see this pattern of targeting throughout the region. At least 5 satellite communication terminals were destroyed. It points to a possible Iranian effort to cut US bases off from the outside world.
Isipin nyo, no? Bahrain, Kuwait at Saudi, lahat, Qatar, lahat yan talagang, kumaga, gumante talaga ng matindi rin talaga tong Iran sa ginawa ng Amerika. At sabi nga ni President Trump, di ba, abot daw yan ng mahigit 5 weeks, no? Yung yung sigalot na yan.
Iran used an unprecedented barrage of missiles and drones. US Patriot missiles and other multi-billion-dollar air defense systems shot most of these out of the sky. But the ones that got through were enough to puncture the veil of security around oil-rich Gulf Arab states.
And sa Dubai, no? Grabe rin yung nangyari dyan sa Dubai. Talagang pati yung mga high class, so talagang nilang mga hotels tinamahan din.
The heart of America's security infrastructure in the Middle East.
Now, the question is just how long can Iran sustain these attacks? That depends on how big their stockpiles of missiles and drones are,
Tama.
which is currently unknown. And really, Aaron, it comes down to how quickly can the US and Israel achieve their stated objective of obliterating the missiles.
Pero na lang din kung talagang tumutulong ang Russia, no? At ang China sa pag-supply ng mga missile at ng mga drones dito sa sa Iran. Kasi alam naman natin na yung nuclear capability nila hindi na uubra, no? At talagang kumbaga sa leadership, kasi nawala na yung leader nila, magulo talaga yung gobyerno nila ngayon. Kaya siguro yun nga sabi niya, hindi man masabi kung ilan na lang yung kanilang mga missiles sa mga drone. Nasa suporta yan ng kaalyado nila, no? Kung susuporta pa talaga yung Russia diyan saka yung China.
Until that happens, Iran has made it clear that in the aftermath of the killing of Ayatollah Khamenei, it plans to sow as much chaos as possible to US interests in the Middle East and beyond.
Kaya hindi po imposibleng yung mga nadamay na bansa ay imposibleng hindi sila gumanti rin, no, dito sa ginawa ng Iran dahil napahamak rin po talaga sila sa nangyari na yan.
At the very top of the program, I mentioned the strike on Al Udeid that we are understanding has just happened, and that was from we understand, a ballistic missile from Iran. What's the significance of that, given that you've been there so much, but that this is the single largest military base in the region?
Well, the Qatari government has the obligation, in concert with the United States, agreements in place to protect the airspace. When I was there, and over the course of time, certainly there was a full integration of not only U.S. air defense capabilities and those that are possessed by the Qatarian government. In this case, over the course of time, maybe the U.S. presence there has decreased somewhat, and in Qatar, it has increased to a point that they now have primacy in terms of that mission set. That's the only thing I can assume right now, because for Iran to be able to target Al Udeid, first of all, it's a known location. They know where it is. So
Yan
that's
talaga yung pinakamalaki na military base ng Amerika sa Middle East dyan sa Qatar. Pero, di ba yung bago pa magsimula tong sigalot na to, nag-alisan na dyan yung mga aircraft ng Amerika. Halos lahat ng kanilang mga military, mga aeroplano nila, lahat pinaalis na nila yun dyan kasi mautak sila nag-isip sila na baka nga, mangyari nga yan na atakehin niya ng Iran, no? Kaya onti na lang talaga actually yung mga nasawi diyan, no? Sabi nga 'di ba, may anim na nasawi, no? Correct me if I'm wrong kung sa Qatar ba 'yon o sa UAE, no? Kaya yun nga, masasabi natin na advance mag-isip yung Amerika, kaya walang masyadong nadamay. Yung mismo mga facility lang yung mga napasabog ng Iran.
no mystery. But for it to get through, that's a legitimate concern.
And U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says all personnel are accounted for after a drone strike in a parking lot near the U.S. consulate in Dubai late last night. It is now 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. Paula Hancock's joining us from Dubai. And Paula, just let's get some reaction there. People have been extremely concerned, of course, about these attacks. They do tell us they, on the whole, feel safe, though. How is what is going on in Dubai and the broader picture of Iranian attacks on US military and, importantly, non-military facilities going down?
Well, Becky, we had heard from the Iranian Revolutionary Guard that they were expanding their targets. It was going to be American political centres hit as well, and we're certainly seeing that. As you mentioned there, the car park of the consulate in Dubai, close to where we are here now, there were no casualties because there was no one in the building. We know that the consulate at the embassy in Abu Dhabi, they'd cancelled all appointments up until March 4th, which is today. Clearly, that is going to be extended. And we're seeing embassies being shut, so the Saudi embassy, the Kuwait embassy, because they are being targeted. Now we also saw...
Pero ito yung marami po kasing mga nasa Facebook na mga nandiyan po sa Middle East, particularly po sa Dubai. Majority po ng mga nagko-comment sa nangyayari po niyan na pag-atake nga ng Iran sa Dubai, ay majority po nagsasabi sila na safe sila doon at talagang hindi naman daw po ganoon kalala, particularly dyan sa Dubai, yung mga drone attack. Kumbaga minimal lang. At saka syempre sa yaman ng bansang yan, hindi po sila pinababayaan talaga ng gobyerno ng Dubai.
Overnighting in Qatar, the Al Udeid air base once again being struck. This is the largest US military installation in the Middle East. But again, there would have been an awful lot of movement out of that base before this war started. Now in Kuwait, there were interceptions of aerial objects, we're being told. One of the interceptions created debris which then hit a residential building and killed an 11-year-old girl. So these...
Ayun talaga yun yung mga debris. Yun din talaga yung minsan nakakapinsala, Hindi yung mismong pag-atake, yung debris, yung pagtasik ng mga parts ng mga drone, ng missile, yun po talaga eh. Kaya yun nga, meron daw nasabi na bata doon.
Incoming missiles and drones are continuing. We are seeing having a very high success rate of managing to shoot down these missiles and drones. We heard a couple of interceptions overhead a couple of hours ago. We're also hearing a lot more fighter jets in the air.
Saka ayan din sa atin, yung gusto kong mangyari sana, na magkaroon din tayo ng parang Iron Dome, no? Parang katulad po dyan sa mga bansang yan. Meron silang mga matitinding missile defense system na sana magkaroon talaga yung Pilipinas niyan ng marami. No, although meron tayong Typhoon missile, no, yung pinahiram sa atin ng Amerika. Pero sana magkaroon tayo ng sariling atin talaga, yung atin talaga mismo, hindi lang pinahiram. Para kahit papaano, kapag hindi natin masabi kasi, kapag mamaya magkaroon ng ganyang meron tayong pangdepensa sa mga drone at sa mga missile na pwedeng lumapag, no, sa bansang Pilipinas.
Of the skies of Dubai today and yesterday. One interesting point to make is that France has now decided to send fighter jets into the skies above the UAE. The French minister saying that was to make sure that they could protect their military bases here. They said that a military base
Talagang tumutulong na rin yung France, no? Nagbigay na sila ng tulong dyan sa mga bansang yan. Ganyan yung maganda, no? Tumutulong. At yung iba pa po sana, magbigay din sila ng tulong. Bagamat alam naman natin na hindi naman totally gusto o kailangan ng tulong ng mga bansang yan. Yan dyan sa Middle East kasi mayayamang bansa po yan. Meron po silang capability talaga na pangalagaan ng kanilang bansa. Pero syempre bilang kaalyado, tumutulong na nga po yung ibang bansa sa kanila para lang madepensahan ng pag-atake na yan ng Iran.
in Abu Dhabi had been hit. It's unclear at this point whether they will be actively involved in shooting down missiles or drones, but it just shows that that the number of countries, particularly in Europe as well, being drawn into this war is increasing. France was very critical of the US president for making the decision to go ahead and attack Iran.
Nick, I want to talk about what's happening in the region. What are you hearing?
Yeah, and Saudi Arabia here in Riyadh specifically, the US Embassy, State Department has authorized non-emergency staff to be able to leave. The consulate in Jeddah, the consulate in the east of the country, in the oil-producing sector in Dhahran were under strict shelter-in-place instructions.
Yun kasi talaga yung iniingatan niya sa Middle East, diba? Yung mga oil reserves nila, yung mga factory nila ng langis, kasi yan po yung pinakamahalaga. Diba, dyan sila kumukuha ng kanilang, kumbaga, yung sa ekonomiya nila, diba? Yun yung kalakalan nila eh. Kaya yan talaga yung iniingatan ng mga bansang yan, kasi dyan sila mayaman sa mga langis.
Through the day yesterday, the Iranians continue their strikes and attempted strikes on Saudi Arabia. In the early hours this morning, 9 drones were intercepted. Another drone was intercepted in the last couple of hours.
Galing galing talaga. Dapat talaga magkaroon din tayo niyan yung missile defense system na pero sana wag galing sa China. Alam niyo naman po pag galing China, di ba, palpak eh. Yun, kaya kung maaari yun nga, galing ng Israel, yung mga ganyan. Kasi yung Israel po talaga yung pinakamaganda, no, pinaka-solid na tested na yung Iron Dome nila. Yun po yung missile defense system nila. No, talagang tested na po yan na missile defense system, yung Iron Dome ng Israel. Sana magkaroon tayo nun.
Eastern province, and here in Saudi Arabia, they are watching for how Iran may be escalating their attacks. A lot of the intercepts that have been successfully intercepted here have been drone attacks. But this morning, 2 cruise missiles indicating an escalation of the type of attack by Iran on Saudi Arabia were shot down successfully. No injuries reported as far as we...
Galing. Yun talaga napakatindi, no? Kapag talaga maulad ang bansa, talagang may quality, dekalidad talaga yung mga missile defense system nila, na-deflect nila yung mga mga drone attack sa missile attack ng Iran. Galing.
You know, in a town just south of Riyadh, and right next to that town is a massive Saudi military air base. But in the last few minutes, we've heard that there has been an attempted attack again on Ras Tanura, the massive oil-producing facility here in Saudi Arabia. And of course...
Pero bakit parang ganun, no? Bakit mas pinag-iinitan yata ngayon ng Iran itong Saudi? Di ba? Nade-deflect lang talaga ng Saudi yung kanilang mga drones no? Pero bakit itong Saudi? Anong meron sa Saudi ngayon? Actually, dapat nga yung mag-focus sila ngayon sa Israel, di ba? Doon sila dapat magganyan ng mga drones sila. Pero bakit itong Saudi?
The concern for the Saudis is that their oil sector is potentially vulnerable. They're defending it, successfully defending it so far, but there is a risk, and they recognize this, that a strike on their oil facilities could put pressure on them to be dragged potentially into the war here.
Tama, yun talaga eh. Kapag na-damage ang oil storage ng Saudi, yan na talaga. Sabi nga, di ba, madadrag daw sila na, kumbaga mapipilitan sila na sumali na sa digmaan na yan. Kasi talagang itong si Iran, matinding inaatake ngayon tong Saudi. Lalo po yung oil storage nila, di ba? Kasi yan po talaga yung pinaka-importante sa bansang mga yan eh. Diyan sa Middle East. Kasi yan po yung buhay talaga nila. Diyan marami sila sa mga langis na yan, di ba? Kaya syempre kapag talagang dinamay na yan o talagang yan na po talagang na-target ng drones ng Iran, nako po, sasali na po talaga tong Saudi.
Thing that they are not inclined to do, and something that they are concerned about and have given Iran strong diplomatic signals not to do. The option to respond if they are attacked remains an option. However, this is feeling to the Saudis as if it is an escalation of Iran's attacks going on. And I think the bigger picture that underscores there is that adds to the assessment here at the moment that Iran still has command and control capability and can escalate its targets, pick and choose, as it did a little over 24 hours ago, to send 4 drones successfully hitting the embassy here in the center of Riyadh, the US embassy, and not just the embassy building itself, but hitting the CIA station there. Fire damage, the extent of which we don't quite know yet.
Malamang yan si President Trump, no, sa katong Israel ay nag-uusap pong mabuti yan ngayon. Nagpaplano sila ng matindi para totally mahinto na yung ginagawa na yan ng Iran. Diba? Kasi ito talaga kapag talaga yung mga bansang nadamay, hindi natin masasabi yan. Kapag sila ay sumali na rin yan sa digmaan na yan, yan ang masasabi nating pangatlo na. Alam mo na ibig sabihin pangatlo, diba? Magiging pandaigdigang pangatlo na yan. Kaya sana wag naman at sana matigil na po to, no? Itong nangyayari na to dahil marami po talagang nadadamay. Lalo po yung mga OFW ating kababayan, mag-iingat po kayo saan man kayo sa mga bansang yan, dyan po sa Middle East. Yun lang po, no? Hanggang dito na lang po tayo. Huwag nyo kadilimutan na mag-subscribe dito po sa ating channel para updated kayo kapag naglalabas tayo ng reaction video. Mag-comment kayo dyan sa baba kung ano sa lobby mo sa napanood natin. Ingat kayo lahat. God bless and peace out. Bye.